Hey, it's Shane Button, and I'm just getting ready to do my show here. I'm going on in about 15 minutes or so, according to the clock right there. I thought, you know what, I'd give you. I didn't do a blog in a couple of days. Give a bit of an update here. I had our marriage course over the weekend, which was interesting. Actually, the marriage course was with Father Gilbert down in I think it's considered in Four Falls, St. Patrick's Church. It's in Four Falls, right? So yeah, we had that over the weekend. That was pretty cool, actually. You know, I thought it was going to be kind of a long, drawn-out sort of thing, but it was actually pretty good. There were some neat things to learn there, so it was recommend it. Take the course if you can. Also, Sunday night, Wrestlemania. Now, Wrestlemania, of course, it goes on a little longer. Well, it ends at the same time as every other Wrestlemania. It starts an hour earlier. Pre-show was an hour. And they still had to cut a match. Brodus Clay and Tensai with the Funkadactyls taking on the Bella Twins and Team Road Scholars. It got cut. It was supposed to happen at some point, and it just never did. Kind of a shame, but probably not that big a loss. Overall, WrestleMania wasn't the greatest. It was a mediocre pay-per-view. For all the hype, Undertaker Punk obviously stealing the show. And nobody really had any idea. That was one of the matches nobody knew what was going to happen. Everybody thought, maybe Punk's going to win it. Maybe Punk's going to break the streak. He didn't, if you haven't seen it. Spoiler alert, Punk lost. But unbelievable. He took a tombstone and kicked out of it. Taker, tried to do old school. Didn't. Punk did the old school where he twists the arm and then walks on along the rope there and jumps down and hits the arm. Taker actually had that done to him. That was one of the highlights, to be honest. The Undertaker entrance, of course, he looked like he came through like the fog and up out of the ground, and they had these people's souls on the 20 souls grabbing at him. It was an unbelievable entrance. It was an unbelievable match. Easily the match of the night, like I think everybody expected it to be. Hands down, better than Triple H, Brock Lesnar, which was another pretty good match. It was all right. Cena Rock, disappointed in it. Again, I'm going to be honest, and this might get me a bit of flack here, but wasn't the biggest fan of their last match. This time around, John Cena wins it. I don't know, whatever. I kind of expected him to win, because then The Rock signed for another while, yet he's supposed to be at a couple other pay-per-views and blah, 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 so he's got to get his rematch, right, for his title. So we'll see. I don't know. I've lost interest in the Cena Rock thing. I had kind of lost interest with the year lead up to last pay-per-view. So the last year's WrestleMania. So whatever. WWE is going to go with it. Their two biggest names, right? CM Punk's supposed to be taking some time off, so maybe that's why he didn't end up winning. They didn't break the streak with him. And I hope next year it's not John Cena, Undertaker, or something. If anybody breaks the streak, I hope it would be Punk or nobody. That's just a personal preference of mine, so whatever, we'll see what happens with it. Overall, second best match of the night, hands down, the first match, which kind of shocked me, but it was a great way to start the pay-per-view. The Shield taking on Orton, Sheamus, and The Big Show. The Shield, they are incapable of having a bad match. They just can't lose, apparently. It's there. They started the show off with a bit of a bang there. It was a good one. That's my wrestling rant. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I only just started watching wrestling again, I don't know, a couple years ago, year and a half ago, 2 years ago now, I don't know, I lost count, but I hadn't watched it for a long, long time. Got back into it now, more for the storytelling aspect of it than the actual wrestling, not gonna lie. I like the storylines behind it now, kind of like they call it a male soap opera, and I guess that's why, right? My hair is terrible this morning. So anyways, I gotta go jump on the air here, exhausted by the time I got home from WrestleMania, got in bed, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I got maybe 2 hours of sleep before having to get up and come in here, so it's gonna be a fun day. I hope you watched WrestleMania. If you didn't, I just spoiled a couple of the big matches for you, but sorry, spoiler alert, a little late for that, I guess. Like, subscribe, comment if you saw WrestleMania. If you're not a wrestling fan, why? What is it about it that you don't like? If you are a wrestling fan, what'd you think? Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, get some more comments going.